Imagine being poisoned by the person you trust the most, your spouse. This is the shocking reality that Simon Patterson faced, and it's a story that will leave you speechless. As the jury delivered a guilty verdict in the trial of Erin Patterson, who is accused of murdering 3 people and attempting to murder another, a web of secrets and lies began to unravel. But here's where it gets controversial. There were crucial pieces of evidence that the jury never got to hear, and they could have changed the course of the trial entirely. One of the most striking pieces of evidence that didn't make it to the trial was Simon's suspicion that his estranged wife, Erin, had been trying to poison him before the fatal beef Wellington lunch that claimed the lives of his parents and aunt. This bombshell was revealed in a pre-trial hearing where Simon told his father, Don, and other family members about his concerns. But what's even more astonishing is that police had uncovered digital forensic evidence from a computer seized at Patterson's home, which suggested that she might have used rat poison in an alleged attempt to kill Simon. The prosecution had sought to combine the charges of attempted murder against Erin Patterson involving Simon with the charges related to the fatal lunch. However, Justice Christopher Beale ruled that the 2 sets of charges would have to be heard separately, and the attempted murder charges relating to Simon were eventually dropped. This decision has sparked debate, with some arguing that it was the right call, while others believe that it could have impacted the outcome of the trial. As the trial progressed, it became clear that Simon's suspicions about Erin's intentions were not just mere paranoia. His GP, Dr. Christopher Ford, told the court that Simon had discussed his concerns with him, and that he had found it feasible that Erin was poisoning Simon. The court also heard that Simon had kept a sample of cookies that Erin had prepared for him, which he suspected might have been laced with antifreeze. But here's the part that most people miss. The broader family was only made aware of Simon's suspicions after the lunch, during a meeting at the chapel of the Austin Hospital. It was there that Simon revealed his fears to his relatives, including the Wilkinsons' children. Ruth Dubois, the Wilkinsons' daughter, recounted the meeting, saying that Simon had told them he suspected Erin had been messing with his food. The trio also heard about a jar of vomit that Don Patterson had kept, which he believed could be evidence of the poisoning. Dr. Ford said that Don had shown him the jar and asked what he should do with it, implying that it could be useful later. As the verdict was delivered, Erin Patterson was found guilty of murdering Simon's parents, Don and Gail Patterson, and his aunt Heather Wilkinson, and guilty of attempting to murder Heather's husband, Ian Wilkinson. But the question remains, what would have happened if the jury had heard all the evidence, including the allegations of attempted murder against Simon? Would the outcome have been different? The lifting of the suppression order has allowed the media to report on the evidentiary rulings made during the pre-trial hearings and the trial. It's a complex and controversial case that raises questions about the justice system and the admissibility of evidence. As we reflect on the trial, we're left wondering, what other secrets are hiding in the shadows, and how can we ensure that justice is served? The case has sparked a heated debate, with some arguing that the justice system failed Simon and his family. Others believe that the verdict was just, and that Erin Patterson got what she deserved. But one thing is certain. This case will go down in history as one of the most shocking and intriguing murder trials of our time. So, we ask you, do you think the jury should have heard all the evidence, including the allegations of attempted murder against Simon? Do you believe that the verdict would have been different if they had? Share your thoughts and opinions with us, and let's continue the conversation.